I knew going in that there was a top 4.
Yeah, that's yeah, they usually have the winners.
There was a leak because that person was strung along and everything. And then it just
Jay.
You birthed this one, right?
Hi.
I
came out of a gay lake. I just appeared one day, and everyone was like,
"He's a device."
As we just get flagged.
All right. I'll only threaten like circumcisions or something then.
Yes.
So.
We might be flagged already.
And they were maintaining about 170 dogs for this show, and then
so they said.
Yeah. Well. Maintaining.
ABC,
okay.
yes.
ABC, nothing expressed on the podcast reflects me, and I will take any part you're willing to give me. Okay, continue.
So so I literally refused to do it.
Yeah.
I fluffed it up, and then and they were like, "Are you refusing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Is that because you have immunity?" I'm like, "No." Ma, so you signed the contracts and stuff, and I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "How did you get around that one thing, the one thing?" And I'm like, "What one thing? What are you talking about?" Yeah. And he's like, the porno thing. And I'm like,
oh yeah. Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Oh my gosh, isn't this exciting? I don't know how to turn this down. Oh, here we go. No? This one? No. I turned it down a little bit. Hi, welcome everybody back to the podcast. This is Call Your Mother. Very soon, we will be, joined. That's the word I was looking for. We will be joined by Jane Gallagher, and we also have Deb Compton coming up. They were on the show Pooch Perfect together, which is really cool and fun. They were on the one and only, one of the few only, I think, dog grooming competition shows. I do really think we should bring competition shows back, and I think they would be fun, and I would be an amazing host. Not yes, of course, everybody would think oh, you should be the celebrity judge. And I'm like, yes, obviously. But no, I think I should help produce a competition show for dog grooming, but also we could make it kind of Amazing Race style. There's going to be a lot of stakes in my dog grooming competition show. It'd be really fun. Dog grooming would be, hey, I'm just waiting for the others to hop on. Talking about how I think we should bring back dog grooming competition shows because we are having Deb Compton that was on the show with Jane. And yeah, because first of all, I think me and Blake Hernandez should go on The Amazing Race as a team. We would be an iconic team. I think, and we could definitely win. But no, I think we should make I want to host. I feel I don't know. I would love to host, but I think to sell it, we would need to get Blake Hernandez to host or something. And then I would be one of the judges, because there would have to be an element of it would be so fun, because I think there should also be it would be a modern day take on dog groomer stuff. So there could be an element of content to it or something, or maybe it's you make the best dog grooming videos or something like that. I don't know. So so I could be a judge, because we would want and then different style types of judges from the industry. We could have the Jane be the freestyle judge. We could have Jay Scruggs. I mean, really anything. Yes, it would be really fun. But yeah, I think we should. But yeah, and it could. I just watched the America's Next Top Model, so we could just get real crazy with it and just have you have to do a crazy balancing on beams stunt to get to the dog to groom or something. It's giving oh, thanks, the makeup. Oh yeah, I know this mint green is. Oh wait, and orange. It is giving showgirl. I honestly didn't even think that. My God, what a good Swiftie I am. It was from this wicked REM beauty palette collab. This was the Alphaba palette. So I used these shades. So I didn't even really use an orange, but the browns mixed together is giving orange, which I kind of live. But yeah, it's just, how has life been for everyone out there in the world? We're about to get a big snowstorm here in Maine, and so my dogs in the morning. Yeah, I do really want to know. My dogs in the morning might be canceling, but I don't know what's happening. But oh yeah, so what is your story? You said you have something. I want to know. We all want to know. And what's I gonna say? Oh yeah, this weekend I am going to New Jersey. It's been chaos, but you're still here. Good. You know what? We are all still here. That is always a fact in life. We have to remind ourselves that, like, we're always just gonna be there the next day, no matter what happens. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm going to New Jersey to hang out with Jay, and we're gonna do our first in-person podcast. That's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna bring the whole setup. So that'll be next Sunday. But I'm driving down Saturday. So it's gonna be really fun. My husband told me on Valentine's Day he has fee for someone at work and he's leaving me. He has what for someone at work? Oh my god, Jane's here. Feelings. That's crazy. That's crazy. On Valentine's is actually insane. What? Wait, did you say? And you said husband. Okay, I'm gonna have Jane join. What an asshole.
Jay.
Hi, Diva, you're here, joined us. How are you? I'm putting my phone on silent.
I am, and I think our guest of honor is somewhere. She just messaged me and said, watching now, but I don't see her.
But welcome into the podcast. I already did our little intro, and I was saying that we're going to be doing an in-person one next week.
Oh.
Yay.
My God. And Deb Compton, who is your number one fan?
You, baby.
That's right. Here I am. So,
sorry, I've been
Deb,
all day long in
meet
Madison.
my new child, Jay. Jay.
You didn't birth this one, right?
Hi.
I
came out of a gay lake. I just appeared one day, and everyone was like, he's fierce. Sorry.
I love, you've been on my For You page, like, forever, so I watch both of you, all of you, everybody.
Oh my God. Deb, we have to, we just have so much to talk about. So many years have passed. I have not seen you since, I think I've seen you once since the show, which is a crime against nature. Let's at least say that.
Yeah.
How is your son?
Yes, he's feral, just like me.
Well,
we gotta
the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Never does. Love.
That's right. I see that too, right there.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. And so where shall we begin? Let me at least say that before I got on Pooch Perfect, I was a wild, crazy stalker of Deb Compton. Everything that she put on social media, I was like, who is this crazy, talented, otherworldly being? Then...
Look how red I am.
I can't say.
The grooms are crazy.
So then I meet her, and I stumbled all over my words. I was like, hello, I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan while we're on the set.
Yeah.
And I honestly couldn't get out of my own way when I finally met her in person, because she is just that wild, talented, crazy, amazing. Top of her game is Deb Compton. Now, Deb, let's spill some tea. Because the majority
That's what I'm here for. I hope we get to spill all the tea. I don't hold back.
We will.
Yeah, that is what our brand is. We built the podcast.
Why don't I have a cup of it right now? I don't know. But most people do not understand how this whole... Oh, yes, he does have tea. How this whole thing, unfolded. So basically, let's go back to you. How did you even hear about Pooch Perfect and what happened?
They found my Facebook page and messaged me on Facebook.
Ooh, okay. What year?
That's how I was.
What year was this again? Like 2017-ish? I'm trying to remember.
No, 2020, like in the height of COVID.
Okay, it was a little later. Okay, yeah. All right. So 2020 is when.
So yeah, like all of a sudden I'm like looking and I'm like, oh, what the hell's that? And it's one of the producers and they found me on Facebook and they were like, oh, your content. Yes, let's have a chat. And then so I have this chat and I'm like, whatever. They're like, I see you do creative. I'm like, yeah, I do creative. I like live for the shit, right? Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like fuck's my favorite word, so I'm good.
Yeah. TikTok just says don't threaten violence, and then we're good. That's the only.
Oh, Deb, you're in big trouble with that.
Can't promise, but
Deb's in big trouble with that.
Jane already got in trouble once for something about a shear, and we got flagged once, but it's fine.
Yeah. Using a shear as a
device.
Yeah.
As we just get flagged.
All right. I'll only threaten like circumcisions or something then.
Yes.
So.
Always.
Oh, we might be flagged already.
That's my,
well, go ahead.
Yeah. It's my side hustle.
Right. So like, so I get on and it's like all the Zoom shit and I'm like, cool. And then they were like, well, who would you bring on with you? And I'm like, my kid. And they were like, all right, we'd like to meet him. So then I'm like, all right, here's his info. And then they call him and they get back to me. They're like, we love him. And I'm like, and he's 19 and he's this like, he's a lot. He's absolutely a lot. Especially at 19, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they're like kind of trying to figure out like where we would fit in the whole thing. And basically is like, mother's son, and I'm teaching him to groom and like all this stuff. So they like loved it, like heartwarming.
Yeah, because they want to make like really a story.
The heartwarming type, but okay.
Yeah.
And they fully portrayed us as this like heartwarming, charming mother son, like. And I'm
they did.
Yeah.
They
always
did.
blame it on the edit. Yeah, like you never know if they're gonna edit you. Or did they tell you at all how they were gonna edit you?
No.
Okay, yeah. Because they probably didn't know. They usually don't know until after they get all the footage.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do it really. Like I was kind of like real apprehensive, and then Jordan's like, "We have to do it."
Yeah.
Like we have to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. So it was amazing. We have some goddamn funny stories that like you can't make this shit up kind of shit. Yeah. It's pretty fucking epic.
So, how long were they? Like, how long were they stringing you along before you kind of were like, okay, I'm going to sign the contract? Like, how long was it before you got that like 1,000-page document that you had to sign?
God, I want to say that was like October-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a little earlier than that. It was before we had to do like submit all of our like, themes and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because we had to submit all our themes. Like we knew everything that we were doing. We just didn't know when or what dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, were you by any chance also being sought after by the other two shows? Yes.
So what were the other two shows? So how many shows have there been really for like competition shows? Because I was talking about this before you guys came on. That I want to host
3 that have aired. So like the ones that have aired were 3. Then there was one filming that never aired.
Okay.
Right.
It was like, I guess like a pilot, the way I understood it. It was like they did it as like a pilot.
Yeah, to pitch to like studios to like to give them a budget for the rest of it, and yeah.
Right.
What was Jess Roan? Oh, hot dog. That's right.
That was the hot dog. And then there was the one that aired prior was from our judge Jorge. So that one was like 10 years earlier, and it was Groomer Has It.
Groomer Has It.
Groomer Has It. I remember that. That's like
So then a lot of the people that were behind the scenes of this one were on that show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they were maintaining about 170 dogs for this show, and then
So they said.
Yeah, well, maintaining a lot of scandal behind the scenes there.
Yeah. So
as you may or may not know,
company was it? Like ABC again? Is that where it aired? Yes, ABC.
Disney and ABC.
Okay.
Yes.
ABC. Nothing expressed on the podcast reflects me, and I will take any part you're willing to give me. Okay, continue.
So yeah, our contract expired. So basically, we got tea spilling.
Oh yeah, no, for real. No, I'm kidding. I was like,
no. So like
me.
the people behind the scenes, one of the people behind the scenes was supposed to be on the show, and I guess like that person was strung along and everything. And then it just
name.
Wow. Well, I love her. So
Michelle?
No, her name's Randy.
Oh, Randy Starr. Yeah.
Randy. So, and I actually used her dog on the what was it, the third or fourth episode, the little black poodle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, I love that dog. So anyway, so she was one of the ones. She was supposed to be on the show, and like all of a sudden, they like cut like a whole bunch of people. Like they cut people last minute. We never really fully like understood why. I know that they had extras because of COVID and stuff, and they were cheek swabbing us. It was like every other day. Yeah. It's like, they knock on your door of your hotel, and we're in this like quarantine, and we're just like like 7 a.m. and we're all like cracking and like shitty, and then like they open our door.
With the tape on the outside of the door.
Yeah.
We were locked in.
Yeah, like fully locked in. And then like Jordan had the view of the pool, and I had the view of the carport where I could see everybody go home.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, because you never really know with a big production like that of like why like they would cut people. A lot of times it could do with some like budget, like they couldn't like fit them in or whatever, like last minute, because like it gets very not personal. Like in Hollywood, they're like, "Oh, sorry, we don't need you now," and like they don't even like disown you. Like,
that's exactly it. That's exactly
Who was
it.
your producer, Deb? Did you have a good relationship with the producer for that year?
What is her name? I'm drawing a blank on it. Damn it.
Yeah. So producers,
She
like
was
their
excellent.
job, like they're just constantly producing everything and smoothing everything over and trying to make.
They suck our dicks all day long. It's great. Dab, what do you need? Dab. I'm like, deodorant. They're like, oh, we got it, and they send our handlers, and like, still friends with the handlers too. Like, love it. Yeah, and they were just like anything we would need, like pot, like anything. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, they're really just there, to because they're trying to make everything smooth over, but then also they'll just go with the flow of whatever the higher ups tell them. Like it can be,
The only thing that like I had complaints about was like they tried to kill me like 6 times.
In what way?
I'm allergic to peppers.
Oh.
And then like I'm like, all right, so like I have this like issue, guys, like I have this EpiPen and shit, and I'm like and they're just like, oh, here's a what is that fucking burger place everyone wanted that day? Some like not White Castle, but maybe.
Oh wait, what is it? It's very California.
In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
That shit is nasty, dude. And then they bring that shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And so I'm like just picking the bun and like all this shit, and I'm, oh god, the diet was just horrid, and then I got fucking hemorrhoids, dude, like hardcore, dude. So like from episode like 3, I'm just like a shit show. Like I'm like legit, like legit,
literally.
And I'm like dehydrated, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck, every day. And then one of the times I got peppers, and I'm like, Benadryls,
oh, no,
and then the next day I'm like this, and they bring me this matted doodle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit? So I literally refused to do it.
Yeah.
I fluffed it up, and then and they were like, are you refusing? And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, is that because you have immunity? I'm like, no. Dead ass, I'm not doing this shit, So there was like a lot of...
we all had that. I think each of us had a moment where we were like, really? The answer's no.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to like stick to my morals. I had to stand up for my son several times, and like they kind of were like kind of making him a creeper a little bit.
Oh.
They were trying to. Because Yeah, because that's what they do. Because you don't have access to the outside world, right? Like, did you have cell phones or could you? You couldn't. No. So at this point,
we had cell phones like in our rooms, but then we didn't have them like with us and stuff, so we couldn't like have them on set and take photos and
Yeah. So they're really just trying to like work. Yeah, because being behind the scenes of like a show.
Yes, Jeff, they would have let me shave it, but I would have gone home.
Yeah. I
forgot there's comments. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, you can look at the comment. So what was the actual like shooting like? Like was it very like was there long shooting days and stuff, or like how did that go? Because usually like reality shows are shot very back to back and
okay, I will dead ass fucking break this all down. It's so like it's really ruined all reality TV because I'm a really big reality TV buff, like fucking Hell's Kitchen, like you know what I mean?
Isn't it the truth? Right? Like I look at everything, I'm like, why?
Well,
now I'm like,
I know for some I don't know. I was always fascinated with film and like behind the scenes and stuff. So when me watching reality TV, I never liked it because that's how I viewed it. I was like, this is all so produced. Like it's so like I can't like watching a reality show with me is the worst.
Yeah. So they no longer can call it like reality. They call it unscripted.
It's it's unscripted because
So we don't have a script, right? But. So like as you're seeing like the actual competition and stuff, that's filmed. There's no less than 6 cameras on every single like contestant and partners, and there's GoPros and like every little angle they have it, and they have you mic'd from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. legit, and like so like hot mic. You may know of a president that may have like talked about grabbing a pussy, right?
Yes,
like legit.
That's what happened.
Legit. Like you're mic'd, but like it's taped to the inside of your tit. Like what do you like? You're just talking. It's all chill, and
that's what they're hoping for is that you kind of forget and say something like they want a stinger for something. Yeah,
exactly, and they can pull all of that out. So we're sitting, and I have a funny fucking story about that mic. Coming right up, but so we have these hot mics and we're like mic'd the whole time, and then the whole time it's like you have like all these 6 cameras, and then you have like the big ones that come swinging in through the whole room and shit like that on those like booms and like sleds and shit, and then and like the bathtub has GoPros, and like your station has GoPros, and then there's cameras, right? And there's like no like, and then if you say like, I'm like working on a dog, and I go, oh shit, whisper, oh shit, 16 more fucking cameras all come over, and they're all in your face, and you're just like, oh,
because that's what they're waiting for.
Jordan and I like learned like secret language and shit, so we're like, Jordan's like, ma, and I'm like,
yeah.
Right, and so we're sitting there, so we're trying to like skirt all those things, but then the after is like you go to or any breaks or any breaks in the day or whatever, you go into the sound studios for like the interviewing and stuff, and then those are like I don't know if you went to like high school like I did, and you had these like shitty little pavilions with the little air conditioner that plugs right into them and shit, and you go up there like two little stairs, and then you're in this like little box.
Yeah, I think I
that's
know what
basically what these were.
Yeah. Yeah, just
like trailers, but not trailers, and then like they're like on the set.
What are those called?
And then they're all sound wrapped, so the entire thing is like painted for the theme. There's like the little backgrounds. So this studio was the same studio that we had for the paper company from The Office. Oh, so when you see the paper company, so from The Office, so it's the same sound studio or the same studio, and then they like build the studio in the studio.
Yeah.
So the set is like fake. You got like half walls, and then all the cameras and wires and all the shit. So it's like super fucking fake, right? And then when you're in these sound studios, they're like, you have to speak in like present, not in present tense, but in future tense or in past tense. So they'll go, okay, Deb, earlier you said Phil's dog is ugly.
Yeah.
No, I never did. I love Phil. Yeah. But I may have said that about somebody else's. But so like they'll go, okay, can you please like elaborate on that? And I'm like, shit, I did say that, right?
Yeah.
Like I forgot I was mic'd. What an asshole. So then, so I'm sitting there like, okay, cool. Let me figure this out, right? Like, so I'm like, okay, so what I really meant by that was, and then I explain it, and they're like, okay, could you say it like that you're looking at it now?
Yeah, because they're gonna edit your
even though it was
that
like
B-roll.
10 hours ago or yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Jordan like did amazing with that shit. And I was sitting there like, hold on. And I'm just trying to picture the ugly dog. And then I'm like, okay. And then I go, okay. And then like I have 4 takes on it. Like, I'm like, wait. Okay. That dog is really ugly. Like, you know, and trying to make like that dog's in front of me and that they're asking me now, you know? And,
and
my
then
brain don't
were
do
you
that,
shocked to
you
see
know?
the edit of how like seamless they like made it and feel like it was like in real time? And because that's what it is.
Well, so no, because I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I watched the premiere because my boss had a premiere party, and like my friends came, and like it was like cool, and we rented out this restaurant. I groomed the owner of the restaurant's dog, and so like we did this whole like restaurant premiere. It was a big screen, and it was really cool. So I watched that episode, and so that one. Yes, Jane, I did cry when you went home.
I slid down the couch while we were watching that. As I was watching it, I was like, oh. And of course, my family is all there going, yay. And I'm sliding down the couch. I do want to say, Deb, that there's like almost, I would say, an emotional... I don't know. Like, emotionally, I was so captured before going on. I loved my producer. I really thought he was my friend.
Yeah.
Like, he called me every day. And I'll never forget, right before we left for California, I had him on speakerphone in my shop. And he was asking me a question, and Donnie was with me. He said, Donnie, I love your mom so much, I would die for her. So I'm thinking, this is like a
me there to be like, girl.
I'm thinking, this is really my friend.
Yeah.
And then when I got there,
and he believed
I
he
said,
was
oh my God, Bill, hi, I'm so glad to meet you. He was like,
you're in my view.
Yeah.
Okay, who are you?
Yeah.
And I just thought, okay, what is this? What kind of shit am I in right now?
So the difference is you saw him in reality when you met him, and then you also saw him producing. And so when he was like, because that's literally what they're doing all the time. Like, it's like, they're just like producing things to go the way they want things to. And like, they're like shapeshifters. It's like, it's actually
like, look at it like your doodle clients, right? Like, they're your client. You need them to have a good experience. You need them to show up. You need them to pay their bill, right? Like, you need them for your livelihood, right? And like, it's not that you don't like them, you know, but you may have, you know, put a little spin on it, like, oh my God, your dog is my favorite dog. In their head, their dog is your favorite dog, but it's a doodle. Let's just be real.
Yeah. So
I mean, I did not get that vibe with Elon Gale.
I loved him.
So did I.
Loved him.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Did you get a signed book?
I'm sure there are some good producers. What I'm saying, there are like, but that's but yeah, interesting though. So Jane, so you were like famously the first to leave, and. Or like you came in first to leave. Right? That should be a joke.
Yeah.
Do you think that was planned by them? Like they chose you to be the first one to leave?
I never thought that until I saw Jorge last year.
Really?
Okay.
And Jorge was like, "Come on, Jane, you weren't staying." So, and I was like, "Why?"
So I knew going in that there was a top 4.
Yeah. That's yeah, they usually have the winners.
There was a leak because I said there was the groomers from one of the shows previous were maintaining dogs and stuff like that. So there was knowledge going in that And the top four, and it did change because one of the ones left suddenly right before filming. That was supposed to be in top four.
Milena?
Yeah.
Should we spill about the airbrush?
I don't know. I don't have that information. That was the theory, I guess.
The
Not
speculation.
The speculation. But I did also hear another theory, and I don't know because I don't. She's not anybody I communicate with on the regular, but that she had signed a contract for the other show is what I heard too. So because there was, dual contracts or whatever, that's no. And hi Jesse. So
we have a question.
You have a question.
Yeah.
All right, type your question. But yeah. So anyway, so I know that there was a top four, and then I know that did suddenly change as well when Blake went home. So Blake, none of us really understood what happened there either. There's theories, but none of us really understood. But as I said, I'm sitting there watching out my goddamn window, and I'm watching everybody go. I watched Milena go. I watched everybody go, and I'm like, and everybody had the same departure. Everybody's was the same, and then there was Blake's, and I was like, what the fuck? Because if you recall, he was picked up. They packed his room. All of us packed our own shit, and then we had our shuttle come, and then we get into the shuttle, and then we go to the airport. Okay, Blake was there for they kind of, in my opinion, did him dirty. But he had his coming out, about his illness and stuff like that, and then they sent him home, and I was like, and all of us were like, what? And we were, and nobody knew he was gonna say those things when he said them on stage and stuff, and we were all behind stage, and we're all listening, and we're just we're all of us in a big group, we're like, what? And then and that was it, holy shit, and he's gone. And then they brought him into the sound studio for the afters, and then all of us had our sound studio outtakes.
Wait, back up. The rest of us don't know what he said.
So he came out with his illness.
Okay.
Yeah. On stage, poured his soul out, dude.
It seems like it was a storyline for they're using him for a storyline, and that was the arc, because they do have arcs and stuff of where they want,
definitely,
because you guys become characters. So the second,
correct.
Jane, the second you showed up there, it might have felt different because now you're suddenly the first go home character. You know what I'm saying? It's
maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Here's the way it was explained to me, and I really rely heavily on believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. So I can't really. This is all allegedly, but they were nobody wants to see a middle-aged white woman win anything at that point in time. It was heavy in Black Lives Matter. That was a really big thing. And there was just a lot of other things. They didn't want to see a middle-aged white woman who really didn't give a shit about the $100,000. When they said to me, how do you feel about the $100,000? And I said, well, if I calculate that right, it's not $100,000. Right. Take 30% off of that. Then I got to split it with my son. And by taxes, what am I getting?
No, just kill him. Nothing. No, you're supposed to kill him. Oh, was that a threat? Did we get threat?
And of course, Donovan looks at me and he's like, Jesus fucking Christ, you just got us kicked off.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Right. No, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, everybody has their storyline, right? Everybody had their thing, and
and I think they misused your storyline, Jane. They should have known to keep, because the funny character that gets sent home first is the kind of that's usually the character that's kind of they're not edited to be taken seriously, and you're But they could have that shouldn't have been you. They should have used someone else, and they could have kept you as a funny storyline like throughout the show. Would have been like I just think they produced you wrong, and like that's like the funny thing about it is that like at the end of the day they were writing a script for you, but it's unscripted, and they like kind of gave you the wrong script. I think.
Yeah. So like, I agree with that too, and then like you're talking about when you met your producer, like. When I met my producer, I had to immediately tell her the information that I found out. So let me back up. So this is Disney, right? And we have to sign Disney contracts. We got this like freaking book of like fucking shit. Like you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. And they go through all of our social media, right? Like everything. So Jordan had to like delete shit because he like jokingly took a ferret at work. And it was like biting at him, and he like put it in the garbage can, like jokingly, like I'm gonna toss this thing in the trash, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
TikTok was blowing up at this time, so people were making.
Yeah.
So it was like this little funny clip, and they were like, distasteful. And then they were like, okay, yeah, you got to take that down. You know, they kind of like edited some of our shit. You know,
trying to make
none
you
of mine.
brand.
I was clean.
Trying to make you
clean,
brand
right?
friendly. Yeah, I'm.
Right.
I'm not brand friendly at all. Like I try to be, but
nor am I. Like really, like being frank. But so like, and so like, I guess the plan, you know, for me was like they're editing me as this like wholesome, you know, mom, you know, like kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And so like we're on our way, we sign all these contracts, and like it's like, you know, you can't be in pornos, you can't be nudes, you can't have like OnlyFans, and I'm like,
well, how did you get on the show then?
Yeah, like how you think we got here?
So I'm like, all good.
Link
Like
to my
like,
OF in bio.
Yeah. And like you can't have a record, you can't have like all this shit, right? So I'm like, cool, checkbox. And I sign everything, and I'm like, good, submitted, like everything, right? And then we're driving along, and then Jordan's like, and we're actually going to get his driver's license because he lost it, and we had to get a second copy so he could fly to California, right? So I'm like, so all this last minute running around, and he's like, Ma, so you signed the contracts and stuff? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, how did you get around that one thing, the one thing? And I'm like, what one thing? What are you talking about? Yeah. And he's like, you know, like the porno thing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Like dead ass. What are you talking about? He's like, Ronnie, my husband.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? So I'm like, wait a minute. So I start dating Ronnie, like we've been married 20 years and shit, right? But before dating, like he kind of like dropped a little thing like, did some like, you know, some videos, like, you know, never thought anything of it again, ever again. That was it. And then Jordan knew about them. And so I'm like, what do you fucking mean? So I'm losing my shit. We're in the car, and he goes, okay, you gotta Google, and I'm not gonna say what it is because everybody's gonna Google and see my husband.
So important knowledge, like the inquiring minds need to know, like how did he become aware of the video? Like did he stumble upon it?
It was amateur porn, dude.
Yeah, but did he
full amateur porn?
Okay, yeah. But did Jordan stumble upon it in the wild?
Oh, Jordan. No, they had the whole conversation about it one time, and I think it was when like Jordan was like, I think he might have been talking about
that would have been some traumatizing shit. You're watching.
So I Googled this shit. He gives me the whole title, and we'll just say it starts with Dawn the Redhead MILF.
Love that.
And then I go onto this shit, and I'm looking, and there's my husband. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, how could you not let me know this? Like, oh my God. And
on the way to be on TV, on national TV is great. That's awesome.
Right. Oh, so I'm sitting there like, oh my God. So then I watch it, of course. And then, so I get there, and I'm like, I go right to my producer, and I'm like, so there's this thing, and I'm like losing my shit over it, like super guilty conscious. I just signed this thing that I've never done this, and my husband's not in this, and my son's not in this, right? Yeah. So I'm sitting there like, and she goes, oh, Deb, oh no. And I'm like, so she goes, well, I'm gonna have to look at it. And I'm like, okay. And I give her the Dawn the Redhead MILF. And then I'm sitting there like waiting, and she's like,
She's like, love her hair.
She goes, huh.
Not
And
too
then
bad.
goes, "Dad,
Not too bad.
you know, I'm caught off guard. I thought you guys were so wholesome." And I'm like, no.
That's so
I'm not in
funny.
it. Trust me, I'm not in it. But it was before me. But she goes, "Oh, it's fine. He's wearing a mask."
Okay. Well, you know, context
So I'm
is
like-
that's so much, but yeah, he's wearing a mask. That's fine.
Yeah, oh my god, it was horrible. And I was dying.
Well,
And
isn't
that was
it
like how I met my
interesting though?
producer.
Isn't it interesting how it becomes like the center of your world? Like that whole thing.
What, your husband doing porn in a mask? Oh no, you mean
Oh,
the game?
damn
Or in
you,
the show.
Jay.
Sorry.
No, like the show becomes the center of your world. Like
Yeah.
everything is hinged on like the point of a pin. Like, oh my god, this has to go perfectly or else.
Right.
You just feel like it's the end of all days. And
Yeah, they make it so serious. It's so dramatic.
See, I never felt like that because I knew we weren't in the top 4.
when did you go?
I was top 5.
Okay.
And I almost thought, oh, the order changed. I might have a chance.
Yeah. And
But
see,
no.
I knew
If I was
nothing.
you, when I got kicked out, I would have looked at the producers and been like, "What about the mask porn? Like, just something to like, that'll be relevant." No, but yeah,
I just knew nothing. I really legit. And the other thing, Jay, is you know, my producer just made it very clear. Like, we're going to use your strong suits. I'm not a creative groomer on any level. So everybody's
yeah, that's interesting that they didn't. So
There
not
was
everyone,
many that weren't, and they were told going in, like Phil.
It's like a
They
sporting
were told
breed.
going in that it wasn't going to be creative.
right.
So I don't know if they lied or if they changed it, but I knew the whole time it was creative. So I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Some of us do, and then some of us were allowed to bring like 4 50-pound totes of supplies and like clothing because they knew themes and things like that. Like there was
I didn't
that,
bring
and then there
nothing.
was and then for me personally, I had to get one product approved, and I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking
Pornography
saw that
related?
video. Brent, I saw that fucking video.
Oh, the video. Oh, yeah, I did too. I haven't commented on it yet.
No. I don't want to.
have I.
Yeah.
Nor have I. But yeah, we don't want to get flagged. But
Yeah, but it's
horrible.
But yeah, it's a no for us.
It's a hard pass.
Hard
Yeah.
no. Yeah, that's
real
yes,
hard
people
pass,
should
yeah.
be not.
You know when you see something and you're not sure what you're looking
Somebody
at?
should be circumcised.
And then I'm looking at
Yeah,
it and I'm like,
yes.
oh, Jesus
That's-
Christ, what am I seeing?
Yeah, there's
That's
some
what happened
circumcision
to
that
me.
needs to be done.
Yes.
And if you guys were here in the beginning of the stream, you know what we're talking about.
Yes, that's our non-flagging way of saying things.
Yeah.
Things we would like to do to somebody, right? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Sir.
Yeah.
So, Deb, let's
Yeah.
go back to something
We're just
you
a
said.
Jewish
They had
podcast.
170 dogs, but they
Yes.
didn't. Because they said that's what they thought they had. But when push came to shove, and then they were calling on said dogs, they were dropping like flies.
Okay, possibly, but I also know that like they called on some dogs for quote equalizing the talent. So
Okay.
when they needed to like shore up, like somebody, let me try. I'm just trying to think back. Like Macy, I think, because Sandra Hartness's dogs got called in, so she had the black poodle and the white poodle. So her dogs got called in, and I don't think they were any of the 170 maintained. But there was that moment where, because remember we had like the opportunity to dump a dog, and then we had a dog then we had to take a new one.
Yes.
But we
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
get to choose the
Yes.
new one, and we didn't get to dump it again.
Yes. Yes.
So I dumped the cocker that Blake had, that Blake went home on. I
And
dumped that bitch so hard.
I don't know if you remember this or not, but I had like a really broad like group of dogs that I requested. I said,
Well, I think the goats was something. It was just like a monkey wrench.
I asked for any curly coated small dog. It could be mixed. It could be anything. Just give me something. And they bring me a 7-month-old brown Portuguese water dog that had never been groomed.
Well, here's three examples. Yeah, so here's 3 examples. So we had to give them all of our themes, right? So it took me like 2 weeks to literally I drew every dog, and they were like, three for each thing. Like, okay, so holidays. Okay, this, right? Here's the animal challenge. Okay, here's this. And we had to make our first selection, second selection, and third selection, right? And then we had to make sure that they knew if we were going to pivot from that. And they had to know like the night before, right? So they call me and they see all my artwork and whatever, right? And then they call me and they're like, okay, we really love this badger, right? And I'm like, cool. And then the badger, they're like, what dog would be the most perfect for that situation? I said, a blown Westie. Like a hand stripped Westie that was blown. Yeah. That would be the most ideal thing that I could have. And what did I get? Literally, legit, a blown Westie walks through the door. And I was like, oh. So that's the equalizing of the talent. And then that's the one that I had immunity on and that kind of thing. So everything was like a play, into the unscripted, shit.
Yeah.
So then the other one was, I think the one I was most excited about was my glow challenge artwork. I had this fucking design. And they're like, what would you need for that? And I'm like, oh, give me a standard poodle. I will make the most amazing magic, fucking for real, right? And that's what this whole show was just a fight against what they gave you.
Yeah.
Based on your design, and you could not change your design. If you tweaked it, you had to get permission.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So my design for this fucking glow challenge was I had this white poodle. So I'm starting with white, which automatically, right? We have a black light. What does white do under a black light, right? So then we have all this glow paint and shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I wanted to have highlights, low lights. Then I wanted to have graffiti. And so my design was a standard poodle, a brick wall. So the whole top line of this dog, and the neck is this brick. So I was carving brick into this dog, all this shit, right? And I have this brick color, and I brought my chalks. I got Chris Christensen chalks approved.
Yeah.
It was the only thing they approved.
Oh, really?
And then, so I got my Chris Christensen chalks, and I have the red, Irish setter color. That's the brick color. And then I have grays, and I have charcoals, and all this stuff. And specifically for this fucking glow challenge, right? So I come in and I'm like, cool, this is my design. I draw it all out. It's brick. And then it's my husband and I in graffiti, Deb Loves Ron is in graffiti on the brick wall in the glow paint.
Yeah.
Because it had the requirements where it had to be this with the lights on and then boom with the lights off. It had to be,
that's cool.
Right?
Like a reveal.
You had to have the wow factor with the lights off, right? So in my brain is the creative brain, and I'm just going, yeah, go.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there cool, all right. So then the elements were 2 pigeons. And so the pigeons are flying off this dog. So I told them I needed 4 inches of coat, minimum, this and this.
To carve it, yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing a 3D. So the pigeons are taking off, and pigeons, I'm a pigeon enthusiast, right?
Yeah.
And so pigeons, most people just think they're street rats, right? Jane, you live in fucking New Jersey, and these pigeons are shitting all over your fucking patio and shit like that, right?
That would be Philly. I have seagulls, thank you.
Seagulls, got it. So pigeons mate for life, right? So pigeons are my. Kind of, so the storyline behind this is my husband and I, we love each other, all this shit, and then we have these 2 pigeons that represent my husband and I, and
You guys see
how they
I'm
race
not
pigeons.
making a joke about the mask porn. Like, I think I'm really proud of myself for not even bringing it up until just now. But okay, continue.
I love this. So then like how they race pigeons is they take the female when she's nesting and then or like getting ready to nest, and then they take the male and they drive them or whatever 1,000 miles and they release them. That male will go through hell to get back to the fucking female pigeon.
As he should.
I did not know this.
Yeah, so that's like how they race these pigeons and stuff, and it's pretty cool and like all that shit, you know, yay. And so that's like my whole storyline and shit. And I'm like, and then so I'm like so ready for this fucking challenge. And then the way they do this is you're mic'd until like 11 p.m. You've gone through your sounds, your bags are under your fucking eyes, your skin's dripping off your face, you're sweating, the lights, the shit, hemorrhoids, fucking peppers, fucking Benadryl, right?
And you have 3 minutes to eat.
Yeah.
Just 3.
I mean, that's just every day.
Okay,
for a dog
don't
groomer.
fucking lie, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm just eating bread at this point.
Yeah.
And cheese. And hence the hemorrhoids. So I'm sitting there like they hand me then they give you the paper, and then it has your picture of your fucking dog. And then it says the dog's name, the dog's breed, the dog's age, right?
Yeah.
And they hand me mine. They're handing everybody's out. Here's Riza. Like, here's yours, and here's yours.
You get a
and
dog.
Macy's. What does Macy get? A beautiful, beautiful Bedlington Terrier. She's starting with a white coat, right?
Yeah,
like, I'm like, oh my God, right? And I'm just like, that's, you know, and I'm like, oh, and I'm watching everybody's, and then they fucking hand me mine, and it's a fucking red doodle that's never been groomed. 8 months old. Matted.
An 8-month-old matted
red doodle. Like it's not a light doodle. It was a red doodle. So I was crying my ass off.
FU doodle or whatever. I don't know what the F's are.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm sitting there like thinking I'm getting this like amazing poodle, and I get a red doodle. How do you make a red doodle glow? You don't.
Yeah.
White chalk. That's what I did. I put the chalk in the brick lines, in the mortars. Like, fuck you. And then my pigeon looked like it. And then Lisa Vanderpump says, "It looks like a pigeon shit upon your dog."
Yeah.
And I fucking died. I cried.
So what I'm gathering is that because me just knowing about like the industry a little bit, not that much, but like just being a commentator for years of just kind of like looking behind the scenes of movies and stuff, they definitely could have gotten you any dog you needed. They were purposely giving you guys bad dogs.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how, if I say to you, any curly coat.
Yeah.
Any.
So
you give me a straight-haired.
Because you were meant to go home.
Yeah, that's intentional. Because when you're on a production like that from a studio like ABC, you have the budget. These are like there's like PAs, like someone has a job for continuity. There's literally someone hired to be like they weren't wearing that same scrunchie. Like there's so many things covered that they would be able to get you they would have access to the world winning champion dogs. Like that's why it's just so funny.
And that's what some groomers had.
Yes.
That's what some groomers had.
Yeah, but don't.
Your sound went out. What happened?
Oh, your sound went out, Jane.
Jane, shut up. Oh.
Wait.
When they presented me that picture, I said, "No, I'm going home." Like, I'm packing right now. I'm going home. I'm not doing it. I worked for 25 years, and I'm not embarrassing myself, and I'm not doing it. And they were like, "Well, you have to." And I said, "No, I'm going to fuck home right now." And my producer was just like, well, let me make a few phone calls and see if I can get you something else. And what I got was like really not better. It was a multi-poo that was 8 years old that had never been dyed, and he was alligator rolling on the table. And it was just like when I went home, like for 3 weeks, I was just like, what a piece of shit I am. Like I couldn't get it out of my head that this was curated. We still right?
Like that's why your pink color is just it's too like you need to like the industry like you took it too personally. Like they and you have to like because the thing is that like when I like how I'm using when now, so I came with this before you guys came on about wanting to make my own reality show for dog groomers. But when I make this amazing race for dog groomers somehow, that's gonna be, I don't know.
I love that. You better call me.
Yes, definitely. You want to know the goal in mind. So like if there's a challenge where like, hey, you're going to have these dogs that are hard to groom. Your challenge is to get this flailing dog to be groomed, or like show how you would do it or whatever. That's a thing. But like for them to be like throwing in bad dogs and like when you're supposed to be giving like this polished, fluffy look, like I know that I think what it was to me, it was that these producers weren't dog groomers and didn't understand how to create drama. So
yes. And I think that, the producers didn't, but they had, we had every animal rights organization there behind the scenes.
Yes,
but I just think,
I feel like the producers didn't understand they didn't understand how to give you guys like wrenches and to make it challenging without like you can't be like, give us this creative grooming on this 8-month-old matted dog, and like, okay, that's
in
going
3
too
hours.
far. Yeah, that's going too far. Like they didn't know like how to add a little speed bump versus destroy a grooming. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Deb, was that your worst dog that you were given? Like, was that the worst? What was the worst thing?
The one I went home on. The one I went home on. Super sweet dog named Layla.
Okay.
16 years old.
Yeah.
I refused, and then they talked me into it, and the mom was there on set.
Yeah.
And and I had done the other dog previously. Was her sister, and she was 13, and that was the Sia dog where I did half the head like Sia with the bow.
Oh yes, yes.
Which I fucking nailed. Okay.
Yes,
I fucking nailed that.
Yeah.
It was like, you should have had immunity, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I love that whoopee dog. But so that's kind of I knew, and I already knew I wasn't in the top 4. So I was like, if I don't, and so I knew that day, and then I had to tweak my design. They made me tweak my design. They said it was too much like paraphernalia, because it was phallic.
Phallic. They're like, girl, we're trying to cover. We're trying to cover up this video. Stop drawing. You're like, well, there's a mask on it.
The dog has a mask on. It's fine. Okay. Fucking love this, right? So she was an old dog that could not stand. So literally, Jordan spent almost the whole challenge just like holding this dog up so she was off her legs. Yeah. And he's struggling with he's like, I can't believe, and the owner of the dog is there, and she's like, oh, she's totally fine. She's totally used to this. Like, please, like, it's fine. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. And then when they made me change it, I had to pivot so hard, and I couldn't make it like the way I was trying to make it. And they fucked me up, and they know that I can think like change it and think on my feet. But they gave me a really old dog. They gave me a lot of challenges in this one. They gave me an extremely old dog. They made me change my design. And then like I sort of ran out of time in it too, like where I had to pivot so much that I was like, But like what was cool about all of it was like just off the cuff, like Jordan learning like creative grooming. Like he did half of the Disney challenge. The 3 bears on the one side of the dog was almost all him.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And he's just on and he's never done creative, and he's just like, I'm like, all right, boy, listen to me now.
Well, because he gets the artist.
You're gonna fucking make a circle.
Yeah, he gets the artistic side from you. So, and so like, because that's really because they were
sourced from all over.
They should have given you all like even dogs, and then like to me how I would have produced it is like all the dogs would be even, obviously, so we're judging how the groomers are, but then like maybe do a whole one on older dogs. Everybody gets older dogs, then you get one, you know what I'm saying, to like
see, I like that exactly. And like also like how about like a breed challenge and like you know like creative, but then like change it up a little.
Do a pure like
how do you give like how do you give me a doodle with 1 inch of coat that looked like it was a shave, like a matted shave down like 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
And then you give another groomer a perfectly maintained, you know, poodle that's got like 8 inches of coat and then you give somebody else like a little Maltese with like an inch of coat, and then give us all the same time frame.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm doing this like giant design, and none of that was taken into context. You know, like judging wise, there was there was nothing that the judges were like that degree of difficulty, right?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Yeah, because that's the interesting thing is that like I that's why I really want to like seriously make a competition show, because it could be really fascinating, but of like kind of explaining the industry more, not making it like a gimmick and be like, how can we get these certain personality people? Like, we could have that, obviously.
Awesome.
But you could like, yeah, there's so many other ways to actually make a good competition show with grooming. And also, I'm not saying that I think any of the dogs on the show are like treated poorly or anything. Like, I'm not saying that. I think it's
they
just,
weren't.
yeah, I'm not trying to like just to put that aside, like just like to tell everyone like that I'm sure like everything was handled well like that. But I think they just it was like the people that was behind the storyline of the show weren't. That was the issue of not knowing grooming, and like
see, and they were leaning on these groomers that had done the Groomer Has It show.
Yeah.
And they were like the consultants, and they were the ones like doing a lot of the sourcing of the dogs. And like I know one person is like show dog lady, like, you know, and like she was on the TV show Groomer Has It, and she so I was like, are they just not listening to her, or is this like, you know, like there were some questions I had, like I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because
I have a question.
Like, if she's just a consultant, she doesn't actually like. They're like, okay, well, like if they're just listening to what they say, like we need to have someone that's actually like an executive producer, know the industry.
Yeah.
I have a question, Deb, because you were still there. But after Phil got sent home, he called me and he said, listen, I stormed off set. And I went into the producers and I told them, no, this is animal abuse and I'm not doing it. Okay. And I think it was very close to what you were describing. Like he had a 16-year-old dog, matted to the skin. They wanted him to do something and he walked in and was just like, no.
Why did you bring a matted dog to a competition show? That makes zero sense. Unless the competition is dematting, which would just be like, that would be crazy.
I'd win.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
did he get sent home because of that?
I truly don't think so. Okay. I think there were squeaky wheels. All of us had squeaky wheels. I was a squeaky wheel too, and like I wasn't portrayed as a crier, but I cried. I think every single episode.
Oh really?
Okay. Yeah. It was a lot. It was intense. I had hemorrhoids. Man, shut up. Fuck you, right?
Yeah.
Don't judge me. No, so I'm sitting there like I knew that the top four, you know, were the top four. So I was like, okay, Phil going home then, or it had to be me or Phil, because Phil went home right before me, the episode before me, and like we were all helping him too, like. And then he had gotten into like a little sort of tiff with his partner and stuff at the time. Like they were just struggling a little, and I think everybody was struggling at that point. It was a struggle, man. Fuck,
yeah. No, I don't think it was Amber. I don't think Amber was a consultant.
Amber.
No.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think she was involved.
No. And honestly, I also got a phone call from Riza sneakily when she was on set, and she just said, I need to go home.
I know she and I were talking right beforehand, and I said, she and I were both like, I was like, I can't wait to get voted off here.
Yeah.
And she's like, me too.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it was so grueling, you know, and I was struggling. I had some friendships that I felt like were tanking and shit.
This podcast
and
is sponsored by, wait, what is a hemorrhoid scream? I don't even know.
Preparation H.
Preparation H.
Preparation H, man. And
thank you, Preparation H, for sponsoring Call Her Mother. Yeah, no, but like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Probably helps for circumcisions too.
Yeah, it does. It will help also for circumcision.
It has like lidocaine in it, man.
Yeah.
I know for a fact.
Yes.
It does.
So yeah, like. And then I fucking got mono at the show. I got mono there. Never had mono in my life.
You weren't like kept away from everyone.
Not Jordan. His girlfriend gave him mono, and then he was harboring it.
Oh.
Wait, and how he was like 19 or something?
Yes, he was 19 and
That's
he had a girlfriend.
Such a 19-year-old illness to get mono. Why is that such a college age?
Why did I miss that? How could I have missed that shit?
Well, you got it on TV, so it's good.
So I got it on TV, and then I get home, and it like has to incubate for like a hot minute and shit, and I fucking have mono, and I'm just like, oh my god, and then it came back 3 times.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I kicked it out, and it came back, and I was like, shit, it's because
oh my god,
old.
you're lucky you didn't end up with Epstein-Barr.
That's what I had. That's mono, genius.
Yeah.
Epstein-Barr virus is mono.
It is. Yeah, isn't that crazy? What we learned. You see, you were today old when you learned that. No.
I thought Epstein-Barr was the result of having extended mono. That's what I thought it was.
No, he's the dude that like made it, but it's mononucleosis. And like, here's their
the Epstein-Barr sounds like a really creepy bar.
So that's the test that they had to give me, because they give you like a like a ELISA type snap test type thing for that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any antibodies, because that's what they're testing for, is the antibodies for it. And they were like, and then they give me the Epstein-Barr test, which is the PCR test that has to have the DNA for it, right? So then I'm like, shit. I was so goddamn sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Narcolepsy. I don't have that yet, but the day is young.
Yeah. Waiting.
So when you got kicked off.
Yes. I was so happy.
You were happy.
I was ready.
How about how fast you are eradicated from their presence? It's like
the next day. No, it was like the next day. It was great. It was so relaxed. I went home. Because it was home. It was the Hilton of fucking.
Because you have to stay for the whole production, right? Or do they send you home?
No, they send you home.
Oh, a lot of shows keep you for the production. Okay, yeah.
Because of COVID, that didn't have that, and they didn't have an audience because of COVID. We had fursuits.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because nobody would know.
So
during COVID, they didn't have to worry about people.
Phobia of being like fursuits around you, but.
Yeah.
I don't, but then there were stuffed animals and like fursuits and stuffed animals everywhere you look. That was our audience. It was so dumb, but yes, I heard MS is I heard that's a thing. Ugh, hopefully not. So
knock on wood.
I take Monolorian now to help prevent all that bullshit. But so we have no audience. So when I get kicked off, like I was like, it was like a vacation. It was like a full day, a full fucking vacation. And then we flew in and out of O'Hare so I could bring pot with me. And so I had edibles, man. It was fucking epic. So I flew. That's illegal, by the way. I just admitted to a crime, but it's fine.
It's fine.
I didn't really do that.
Yeah, this is satire, you guys.
Yes. It's pure satire. So we flew in and out of O'Hare. So like our flight was the next day, like in the evening. And so I was just laying in that bed. I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy to go home. I just wanted to go home and just like snuggle with my husband, and like I missed my dog.
Make another film, you know.
Yeah, you go home. You're like, why are you wearing a mask? He's like, don't.
Yeah, damn right.
Part 2.
I get home, he's wearing this mask. I'm like, yeah, baby.
You're like, so. Yeah. I mean, overall, like that. I mean, it's a crazy like experience. But like, are you glad you did it?
Yeah. So like, everybody's like, okay. So it was horrible at the same time. It
also,
was like,
did you get paid?
My number one most embarrassing moment on the planet happened then. I don't know if I want to spill that tea.
You need to.
Maybe I'll think about it. Give me a few minutes.
Okay.
And then like, you know, just being like on Benadryl like half this fucking time, and like fucking hemorrhoids and fucking mono.
I was just gonna say your most embarrassing moment had to have something to do with hemorrhoids.
Actually, not even at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like
hemorrhoids who?
All right.
Comments are saying spill.
Okay. All right.
okay. It's only
Oh,
between
this is I'm like sweating just watching you.
No, so I've told a few people like that know this shit, and I'm just like, okay. So you know how like we're hot mic'd
Yeah.
the whole fucking time, right? Except when we're like basically back at the hotel and sleeping, right? Like,
yeah.
All right, so every time they mic us up, they have these like all of these like mic boxes, right? And then they have like they're not wireless mics either. They're like these really high tech wired mics, and then they snap it to like your butt crack pants, right?
Yeah.
And then they run the wire like up your clothing, and then they attach it right to the inside of your clothing. And there's usually like a little tape, like a fabric tape, and then like you're cool. And then they have to do these sound checks, as you may recall, Jane. So we every time we have like a break or whatever else, we have to come back on set, and we're all basically like lined up, and we're ready to go back into the set. And then it's like, okay, everybody, and we stand in front of them, and they're like, okay, sound check, and we have to go, okay, we have to jump and like move our arms and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, and then they're listening to somebody say, okay, check, and they're like, okay, you can go, right? So one of the times I was having intestinal distress.
Um.
And so I'm like, okay, like I need to go take a break. Like I need to immediately go take a break.
Yeah. They're like,
So when we're on
jacks
set,
first.
all the masks come off, like gloves, like everything's off, and we have these shields, and we have all this thing, and we have all these requirements that we have to wear all this like PPE and shit. So then, like, if you have to take a break, what happens? You have to put it all the fuck back on. So we had these little stupid bags. I still have my bag, by the way. So we have these stupid bags that have, like, all of our shit in it. And I'm just sitting there, like, packing it all. Like, run to the bathroom, right? And I go to the bathroom, and I'm, like, mic'd. So I'm, like, like, right?
Oh, God.
Did you have it on upside down?
Because it's really going, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a hot mess,
Mike
right?
taking a shit is crazy. Okay, like
Right.
that's insane.
Right.
That's insane that
Right.
happened to you, and I'm sorry.
I know. And then so I'm like, God, I feel like this is a violation of my privacy. But here I was for it.
Yeah.
And then so like, all right, so then I get back on set, and I'm just like, my eyes are bugging from my head. I'm like, oh, I need water. And then I get back on set, and they're like, okay, like, and then so we have to now do, mic check, and they're like, okay, and they're going, okay, Deb. And I go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're like, no. Okay, do it again. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're like, no. Okay. And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, where is it? What the fuck? Where's my mic?
Oh, you lost the mic?
So I feel the mic is still on there, like the battery pack. So I'm like, what the fuck? And the guy's like, oh, hold on, what's going on? Oh, you're not taped. And I'm like, where's the mic? Where's the mic? And I'm like this,
Okay,
and I'm following, and I'm trying to find
mic?
the wire. So I grab the wire, and I feed from the back, and then I feel it right in my puss.
Oh no!
and I pull the mic, and the guy is watching
I was so
me,
locked in,
and he's looking right at my crotch, and I go, and he goes, "Is that?" And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "Is that?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, we need to get Deb a new mic.
We need to get Deb a new mic.
So I died a little. I died a lot.
I get
You just don't know what you're going to hear on this
No,
show.
I really-
Look how
ever.
red I am.
that is so. I know, but that is
So
gold.
embarrassing.
I mean that is embarrassing.
So I had
I
a
mean,
mic in my crotch because when I pulled my pants back up, the
It
tape
just-
fell because I was doing this because I didn't want them to hear me.
Oh my God.
no.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean that's
It was
okay. It happens to all
terrible.
of us. Everybody
Oh,
sometimes
does it,
has
Jay?
mic up the pussy. I don't know. Well, we have new merch now. That'll be on shirts, call her mom. But yeah, that is crazy. Was this the same person that you showed the mask video to?
Thank God, no.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
Oh, good. This
was
was epic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God. And I knew it was right there. I felt it. I was like,
Yeah.
And the guy was
you
like,
know. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy saw that I knew.
Yeah.
And then he went, "Is that?"
And he's like,
down,
"What's
and
happening?"
I went,
yeah, he's like, "Am I
I'm
being
just like-
Me Too'd right now?" Like, what? He's like,
in my brain,
out.
I'm going, "Do I lie? Do I lie? Do I lie? Do I lie?" No. It's, no.
Well, now, Deb.
Yeah.
Do you think that the show did anything for your grooming career moving forward, or no?
Yeah.
You just basically, you steered that ship yourself,
or career in general.
Like I had like maxed out on my 5,000 friends on Facebook way before this whole thing, so I was like, so I had a whole bunch of friend requests and shit like that, and like I had people that wanted to learn, but like I was already teaching, so it's like, and I was already competing, I was already doing the things. I think what it helped mostly was locally, so like
yeah.
Locally, like Jordan too, like he was in one location, I was in the other location. We had a lot of like news companies and like that come in to interview us, and like if you Google them, oh god, I look like shit, but it's like all there, like asking the questions, and like the town kind of rallied behind us, and like so it was cool. Like Madison's like a micro metro. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, so like they're like, "Oh, this is metropolitan." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
So like Madison's like kind of like big small town. And then Jordan was in Austin, Minnesota, the town of the Spam Museum, like Spam, where they make Spam.
The fake meat.
Okay. Yeah, the fake.
Spam
Well, it's real meat, Jane.
Yeah.
It's real meat. It's fucking pork, okay?
Yeah, it's not like
There's a museum, you can learn
the
all
worst
about it.
email file after it. Like, it's real meat.
Right. They're telling me I'm hilarious, but this is just me.
Yeah.
So like
we were born this way.
So Jordan's like in this town, and he's like asked out Rebel Wilson, and like,
love.
Oh yeah, he was a popular guy for a little minute there. It was
yeah,
for him especially. Like,
were you able to forge like any kind of relationship with her?
She DM'd him and stuff, and she actually wrote about us in People magazine.
Okay.
Work.
She wrote a whole article, and like we're in the freaking article. Like,
okay.
I was like, yes, it was cool. She is super genuine. Like I really loved her.
Okay.
Did you guys get?
She's the one that
following?
like X'd out my little spat with Lisa Vanderpump. When she said that my dog looks like
that's such
pigeon shit on my dog.
That's such a flex, though. I had a little tiff with like one of the Vanderpumps. So yeah, that's crazy.
She and I didn't really see eye to eye, and Jorge and I have been friends a long time. So like, I love him, and like, she was, first of all, her dog's like shit. I'm just gonna say it. Her dog looks like shit. Like her dog has alopecia. Like, okay, just cut its hair, dude.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like totally, like, maybe that's the look you're going for, is like alopecia light. I don't know, but like, it just looked bad, and like, this is a grooming show, dude. Yeah, like this is a grooming show. So like, I get the dog's a rescue, I get the whole concept and everything else, but like, as a groomer, like, there's some reason you couldn't have tidied that shit, right? Like, come on. And then
like, her coat, Jay, I don't know if you know about her blazer.
What blazer? What?
Made from her deceased dog's fur.
Interesting. I don't knock it. Everybody has their own shit, right?
I mean, that's cool.
Masks,
I mean, it's
whatevs.
It's like one of those things where it's like there's shock value. You're like, whoa, and then after you're like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I guess is like their existence entirety, but yeah, that is. Wait, what were we talking about before we said Lisa Vanderpump?
Rebel.
Oh yeah, Rebel Wilson. So
Rebel.
Did you guys get did he get following? So like after did you get like a bunch of followers after the show, or did that translate onto like TikTok?
Yeah, I got stalkers. Oh, I got some fucking stalkers. Yeah.
But what about Jordan?
Yeah.
Like, did he get a following on like TikTok or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, at least
they loved him.
Yeah.
They just loved him.
So that's always good. So you can always like use that, like following is like you can always use that to like, because like careers changing now.
Getting Silence Williams.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so Because why do you think so? Has there been a dog grooming competition show since? Because it's been like 6 years.
No, because Hot Dog was like right before that, and I think that was the last one, and I don't know of anything else. I think that it got we had a 60-minute hit piece. Like Phil and I were all hit up on 60-minutes.
Oh really? They did like a
that's a flex too, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's fierce. I mean,
60-minute hit piece. Like, can you say you've had that, right?
Yeah.
What?
they did a hit piece on like the show.
Yeah.
Wow, what were they saying?
That it was like cruel to dogs to do these things, and I think that they didn't have like a really good PR situation on it. Like they should have been prepared in advance. And like if I was one of the consultants on that, like that would have been like number one. Like you want this, like, so they canceled it. Like they can't go forward with it. They canceled it because it got so much like attacks and shit.
Oh yeah, because there is people that think creative grooming is abuse. Like that's
yes, especially in like Europe, like the Europeans, like they're like, especially in like Switzerland. Oh my God, Switzerland.
Yeah.
You know what's very interesting?
I have family that my German family, right? They're like, oh, Deb, no, we don't like this, and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, they're like it's too phallic or whatever they said though. But yeah, so so that must be why, because I was looking at the numbers here and like it was getting around 4 million to like 2 million views per episode, which is like pretty like normal, modest for like I mean it's not great, like it wasn't doing great numbers, but I think like if it was produced better it could have done like a little bit more. So it wasn't the numbers is why they didn't bring it back. I think
exactly that. Yeah. It wasn't the numbers. I think it was Rebel, because she got the most like flack from it. She got Yep. Her the attacks on like her personally, like her Twitter and shit.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
So it got canceled. Like you can still find it. Like it's the internet lives forever and shit.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to find though. It's not streaming.
But
Pooch,
right.
Yeah, it's not streaming. So you guys like, if it was streaming, would all of you still get royalties? Was that part of your contract or no?
Shit, I'd have to look. I don't think.
No.
I don't know. No, okay. It wasn't because it was 1 year. It was a 1 year contract. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It was a contract that expired at 1 year, and so like 1 year after the filming was over, so we had to like mind our P's and Q's. We couldn't talk about like this shit. Like we couldn't spill tea.
Yeah, because the year after you guys living is essentially promo for the show. So.
Yep.
Yeah. That's really fascinating that it got so much like backlash there. Which
but Jay, it's very interesting because I have groomers ask me all the time, Jane, how do you get your customers to let you do color? They don't. I have one customer. Like if I ask, hey, could I do
a normal thing.
No. Yeah. The color that you see is on my own dog.
So what I learned, because I've been coloring in my local community almost 15 years, something, well over 10 years, like probably like 12 to 15 years. What I learned is I had people that let me do it, and I did quite a few of them. Their neighbors punished them for it. They wanted the dog shaved like right away, and then they had to go through the shave situation and shit like that. So I learned that I had to teach them how to talk to their neighbors.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and I would say, you're gonna have people that like say, "Oh, poor dog." Well, okay, why is this a poor dog? Like let's unpack this.
Yeah.
And they usually can't come up with anything. They just go, oh, because normally 99% of the time they're projecting. They have a crazy lab, a crazy obese lab, and they know that they could never do that to their crazy obese lab. They can't even clip a nail on their crazy obese lab, right? So like most of it is projecting, and then the additional is the women, think about sitting in a hair salon with all the chemicals, smells, and some of that shit is fucking harsh, and the ammonias and the like that kind of stuff. They don't realize that this is like color depositing conditioner, right?
Yeah.
It's not like processing and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like they can't. So usually when I ask them to unpack that, I'm like, oh wait, hold on, let's talk.
Yeah.
You know,
then
and like
the guys think it's gay.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And so that's like, so the women think it's cruel
Well,
because
most of the
product.
men really like my work because it's like when I'm doing a lot of this stuff, they don't like the poodle stuff and the 3-dimensional stuff and the pom-poms, but they love the animal prints and stuff. They think it's so cool.
Yeah, that
oh my
is
god,
cool.
my biggest fans
And then
were
you
the
scream gay when
badger,
they say, like,
because of the Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah.
That's the one that all the men talk about all the time.
Well, that makes
They're
sense. Sports is the gayest thing
yeah.
on the planet. Like, men, they don't realize it, but it is. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, not that they like have gay sex with each other, but they wear each other's names on their backs and stuff. Like, it's,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But
It's perfect.
yeah,
It's like tramp stamps and
yes,
shit.
it is.
And they have to like memorize each other's numbers just so like make sure they've only been there once or you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I make any gains at the gym, the first person that will say anything is a straight man. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, looking good. I'm like, what's happening?
I mean, I honestly have to believe that the only one of us that really does this for a living is Gabriel. Because I do not believe that Alyssa does, like, much coloring outside of her own
she does,
dogs.
like, mostly just competing and stuff, you know, so, like...
No, the rest of us have not really exploded with any kind of color work at all.
Gabe didn't win, but he won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won life.
I love Gabe. I love what he puts out. And he is literally, like, he has grown so much from the show. Like, holy shit, you know?
Yeah. And we got a sponsored salon by Andis. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that's insane.
Yes, and then QuickBooks. He had a QuickBooks ad. Like,
yeah, he's
like marketing. Like,
he like crossed into mainstream, and that's like the goal. It's really hard to do that.
Yeah, he made it very clear.
That knows me, they're always like, "Oh my god, I follow this guy on TikTok, and he does his color dog."
And you know who it is.
I'm like,
yeah.
I love it.
It's because I mean, his brand though, it's so easy to monetize. So like to me, I look at everything as like how I could like monetize someone, and he's so easy. Like he's attractive. Everyone thinks that the accent's hot in America. He's not threatening.
Brazilians.
Yeah, he's not threatening because he's gay. He's talented. He's brand friendly. Like he's never ranting online about things. He's doing really the biggest controversy you could say is that he's dating someone 10 years younger than him. But again, in gay world, that doesn't matter. So,
it doesn't. First off, in what world does it matter?
If it was a girl and he was a straight man, it would.
My masked husband is older than me. Okay.
Yes, but it's different though. Like twinks can you can be 19 and date a 30-something-year-old, but like if a 19-year-old's dating a 30-something-year-old straight man, it would come off creepy.
That's true. Yeah, I see. Yeah, there is a little bit of that, but
I don't know what. But I'm saying that's not even a thing. So there's like nothing wrong with him to like pick apart. Like it's like it's and congrats on him.
And I love that like they're both influencers like separately, and then like they like merged their powers and shit.
Yeah, it's so cool. They even won awards on this podcast. And they have not answered.
Yes, it is good for our industry. Yes.
They have not acknowledged it.
Not at all, but it's fine.
I'm gonna reach out to Gabe and see if he'll be a guest.
No, I think you should. That'd be so funny but at this point, it's like part of my lore that Logan and Gabe ignore me. I commented saying I'm crashing the wedding on their boat.
Well, Gabe made it very clear when he was on that show. He said, I am not going to be grinding it out in a shop for the rest of my life. I am not. Said, I am going to do more than groom. And he is.
He's phenomenal, and I love him, and I wish him all the success. I think he's amazing. He knows I think that. I tell him every time.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, the salon they made is really cool. That new YouTube show is really fascinating. I want to do a parody of it because I'm like the SNL of the industry. So
fuck yeah.
So I need to find a twink.
Fuck yeah, that would be epic.
Because I want to play Gabe.
Jane, did you ever watch the like who was it? Oh my god, it was the two girls that were like recapping every single week on YouTube. It was
recap. Oh, they did a recap series. of
Yes.
Pooch Perfect?
Wait, it
Yes.
wasn't Bougie, was it?
Yes. It was
Oh
her.
yeah.
Cool.
It was the bougie groomer, and then like what was the other girl? Her
I
friend's name.
can't think of her name.
I
Shit.
want to do a
I
recap.
can't
Oh,
remember.
Arista.
Arista. Yes.
Let me know
Yeah.
guys,
They
if you
were
would
doing
want a recap series of like with me and Jane. We could either go through each episode, or we could even do on the Patreon reacting
Do
to it.
it. Do
Yeah.
it.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
And I think you should like do like whatever they're doing. Like you should do like a how-to, right? Like.
Oh.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
I'm game if you want. Yeah. I'll be
fun.
on that.
Yeah,
shit.
you could come back on and talk about. Yeah, that would be
The reunion show.
Yeah,
the reunion show.
Yeah,
let's
do
break
a reunion.
down how we did this or this or this.
We'll get all the cast. Yeah, when we get to like certain episodes, we'll have certain cast members on. I think we should. I think that would be a fun little series to add on to the podcast.
Yes. I mean, I'm going to reach out to Risa because she actually, right after Pooch Perfect,
but she's proper.
Yeah.
She's not a potty.
She kind of just pulled herself back, and she isn't teaching anymore. Nothing. So she's grooming, but she's not really doing too much.
She
Yeah, what level?
No, she's like not for any reason though. Like she's
no.
She's just same with me though, like for real. Like I turned my focus a little bit. For me, like I was like go with creative, and then I was kind of not peaking because you're never peaked, unless till you just stop, you know what I mean? But like for me, I was competing, and then like I did Pooch Perfect, and I felt like, and then I had a lot of like people locally like, if you want your dog to look like a clown, you go to Deb Compton. If you want your dog to look like a dog, you come to me, right? Like,
ew, people were saying
not naming names.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. And so for me, I was like, no, and I kind of was like, I self-reflect a little, and I'm like, you know what? I do want to learn more on like breed, showing and stuff like that. So I got into Bedlington. I was already in Bedlingtons before the show, but like I went head first. I dove like fucking head first. And I love the breed, and that's my breed, and I'm a breeder owner handler, But that's like kind of where I started to like focus, and I still do creative, but I mostly do it more teaching wise. I'm kind of like pop-up creative now. Like I'll do one of them or whatever. I was thinking about stepping back into the ring and stuff. And then it's just like, for me, I am a personal growth person. So for the last 5 years, I've been growing salons, and I ran 5 salons for the franchise I work for, which is a Pet Supplies Plus franchise in Madison area, Minnesota area, and Illinois area. So I was in 5 locations in 3 states doing that for a hot minute. Like it was a lot. And so my focus was like fully on growth and like teaching and like growing groomers up and like that. I got real tired. I stepped back, and now I'm back like teaching again and stuff. So I work as an instructor, like through like how we structure it and stuff like that. So I train groomers and stuff, and creative we use for like fun, right? But so like pop-up creative is kind of where I'm at right now, is like I'm just gonna come up with shit I have shit stirring around in my brain. I still want to do my actual fucking brick wall pigeon design. Fuck.
Yeah. The redemption of that. Like we need to do that. We need to somehow and like film it and produce it or something. But like this is the redemption of the brick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like there's stuff I want to do, but personal growth is where I'm at right now, and just becoming a better person, a better instructor, a better, handler, groomer, like all the things. So I love what I do. I'm very passionate about it. I get burnt out very easily from like groomer drama, and like I have a lot of like just thirsty people that want that leg up and wanna, this person, like come on. That's how I commented on Jane's, post on that, like, mentors, select your mentors very wisely, select your mentees very wisely too. There's some fucking rotten ass people out there that they want what you can do. They don't want to put the work into it. They want you to put the work into it, and then they don't get results, and they don't push, and they don't try. Like, I'm sorry, but you're only as good as what you put into your craft. And if you put nothing into your craft and you expect people to put into your craft for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I think what's happening is there's been this kind of trend in the grooming industry of being like, charge your worth, like we shouldn't undercharge or so, whatever. And like, there's sometimes an overcorrection where then that leads to people charging more than their worth. Like, I hate to say that, but
so I'm going to call that narcissism.
Yes, because
and it's probably diagnosable.
Yeah, it is.
If you're running any business correctly, and I build salons, like that's what I'm very good at, right? When I build a salon, and I've ran my own salon for a decade, sold it, run these salons, for 5 years, and now I'm just into one salon and very happy, right? Like, it's breathing, it's nice. If you don't understand market, if you don't understand economics, if you don't understand the industry, if you don't understand your local demographic, you have no business being in business.
Yeah.
We have a lot of that in the area too, where it's like, charge your worth, and I'm like, go ahead and charge your worth.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
maybe it's your worth.
Someone asked if we forgot to talk about the 20% off code is for Foxy Roxy shears. I have it up in the corner. 20%.
Oh, yeah.
Is it still the same shears, Jane?
Yes. Oh, happy day. And we were supposed to talk about their sharpening, but we'll do that at the close.
Yeah.
I just want to tell Deb that it was just absolutely exciting for me to see you again, to talk with you again, and I know it's very hard for us to connect and see
you live
each other.
Too far. You got to move to Wisconsin, like I did.
Yeah.
Oh. I've got this stupid snowstorm out here. I'm like,
we sorted that out Friday morning.
What did you get?
From 4 a.m. until about noon, we got 6 inches of crap, wet, nasty snow. But then that's what came to you. And then because you decided to live on the coast, right?
I love
you have all this moisture wrapping into your shit show.
We're so moist.
Into your storm's butthole, dripping. And it's shitting all over you. With
it is.
Yeah,
you find a mic in there.
H might help.
2 feet, and they're talking about
H and a mic in there.
50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So
I know.
That's where we're at too.
Truly,
we have the wind gusts.
It's devastating.
Weekend.
So
I just show a dog in this shit, man.
Wait a minute. How many Bedlingtons do you own currently? When are you having a litter?
So,
Bedlingtons are cute.
My male dog Newt, we're trying to confirm whether or not his sperm went to Alaska. Just his sperm.
Okay.
So we don't know if that took yet. So we're finding that out.
There we go.
It's a long way to go for sperm.
Yeah, all the way to Alaska.
Yeah. So we'll find that out if that happens. I think that's something it's in a couple of weeks I think they'll do an ultrasound, and yay or nay, we'll see. And then I plan on breeding my Bishop girl. Probably when she comes back into season. I have special plans with a special friend. You might know this special friend that might have a dog named Chester, and I just love this dog so much.
Nadia?
Do we know?
No, Michelle. Michelle's dog
Michelle
Chester.
Worthy has one?
Yeah.
Does she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Stunning. He is stunning.
Michelle Worthy had one of those stories that was absolutely horrifying. She went and really researched breeders of several different breeds.
Yes.
And she had horrible luck. Cost her a fortune. The dogs were shit.
It happens to a lot of people. You need a mentor. You do.
Yeah.
You need to find a mentor. You need to, like, that's how I met my Bedlington mentor, was through Michelle. She's like, Deb, can you drive this amazing breeder, one of the top breeders in the world of
My
Bedlingtons,
mentor got me an Asian poodle.
is in Wisconsin. Oh, that's a cutie.
There's a show.
And so she's like, hey, can you pick this dog up and bring him to Hershey? And oh my God, I fell in love with that dog. I fell in love with that dog. Yeah. And then so I met the breeder, and then I wanted to take classes because I wanted to learn to groom, and I wanted to learn to trim and everything else. So I took classes from her. And she calls me up after I take classes, and she goes, I have this perfect bitch for you. And I'm like, tell me more.
Love that.
Right? And it's this liver bitch, and she's like, you know, and like, if you understand breeding, she's a tail line bitch, so she's out of just stunning genetics. Her pedigree is like, holy shit pedigree, right? And she's a very nice dog. She's not a perfect dog, you know, there isn't one, but she's a very nice dog. And this bitch, okay, she knows how to produce. She's only given me 2 singletons.
Oh no.
But
so you never know with biology.
Both have been beautiful fucking dogs.
Yeah.
So and Newt was just bred to the most winning Bedlington bitch in the breed's history.
That's actually what I was going to ask you. Like, what is the general size of their litters? Because I don't know.
They vary. So, like, most Bedlingtons, I would say, like, an average is going to be, any average, you know, for a dog is going to be, like, 7-8 puppies. Bedlingtons is, like, 6 to 8 on average.
Okay.
My bitch is a bitch.
Yeah.
If I travel, she has separation anxiety. She hated showing. She doesn't like baths. Oh. So she reabsorbed both litters, all except one both times.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So then I was just going to breed her again. And she, like, did a split heat on me. And I'm just like,
yeah.
Stress. Oh, my God. It snowed today. Bitch, it's Wisconsin.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I would love to keep a pulse on that. That's been something it's always interesting for me. I think that breed is very interesting. I love them. And everybody who has one just adores them. Adores them.
Yes.
So,
and it's different than a poodle.
You know, my poodles are, I love them. They're my life, but they're such knuckleheads. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like if I go out to take the garbage out and I come back, they think they didn't see me in 10 years.
Yeah. It's like one whole Jane year.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have this whole holiday for you. And you're like, holy shit. Like, I'm not ready for this. And they're like, but we are.
Yeah. I went to the garbage can and back. It was 30 seconds. Wow!
Yes. No. It was one whole year. And it is now the anniversary. Yes.
Yeah.
And I love my minis. I love my minis. Like, fucking, I have beautiful minis out of Encore. And I love them. Like, love them. But my Bedlingtons is just a different animal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a different animal, different intelligence, different temperament, different coat type. I mean, they're curly, but they're not fucking, they're ridiculously soft.
Yeah.
Worse than any silver, anything fucking mini, anything. No, it's a shit show.
So you have to have your scissoring game on point.
Yeah.
Dead ass. And if you can scissor a fucking Bedlington, you can scissor anything. Also, if you can scissor a model dog, you can scissor anything. So my model dog stuff is how I got good at scissoring Bedlingtons.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
You want to hate on the model dogs.
Yeah.
I know I do. All the time.
I know you do.
I do.
Have you done one?
Yes.
No. Have you done a wool? Have you done a petos? What'd you do?
Oh, Jesus. What did they give us at Pooch?
I can hear it.
Did they give us shit? I don't remember a model dog.
Yeah, we had to do a model dog in our room. For 3 days.
Did me? I didn't. What the fuck?
Well, yeah. So
You had to
That's
do a
one more
monologue?
clue why I was going home, I guess.
well, every person.
Wait. No, I did not do a model dog at all.
Yeah, they
No.
would be. So they were producing Jane completely different than you. Like they had a
Oh
story.
fuck yeah!
From what I'm seeing, is it was like that's crazy.
I was doing a model dog. They sent me the color. They did everything. When
They were
we
so
hang,
nice to me.
when we hang up, I'm gonna send you the model dog that I did there. And then I don't know. I went.
It's probably
I did
one of those troll doll hair ones.
I went. I did a model dog at Olga's class, and I was just like,
Those are the troll doll hair ones. You need a Petto swig. Shut up.
oh,
I'll send you one.
oh God. Well, anyway. Well, Deb,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, she
Look
gotta
at
get-
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely
and how
come
do I
back.
leave? What do I do? Do I push a button?
I can just end the whole thing. We'll end the whole live.
Just delete me.
Thanks for coming on, and you should come back
Yay.
when you start doing the recap.
Yes, absolutely. Anytime. I had fun.
What?